Hello, friends!
And welcome to SWOONTOWER Soccer.
That's right. This is SWOONTOWER Soccer, and we are all about the boys. I'm Steph Cragnola.
And I'm Mike Cragnola.
And I did that backwards, but it doesn't matter.
That's right. We're mixing it up just like Nico did because we're going to the Open Cup final, baby.
Yeah. So today we are going to do a recap of the last week of matches. Mostly talking about our whirlwind 16-hour trip to Minnesota and back in the last day.
Yeah, just like the players, just like the team, we are ignoring FC Dallas, and we are focusing almost exclusively on Minnesota United match this week.
We've got match modes, we've got goals, Cellies, we've got
we do.
social media standouts, and as always, we have the man of my jersey. I don't think that's going to be a hard one for
Yeah, do
y'all
we have to
this
wait?
week. Yes.
Wow.
We've
Okay.
trained our audience to wait.
Audience, put in your votes in your head right now for who that man might be.
Yeah, or just like you can text me or DM me the timestamp of what you're listening to and tell me who you think the man of my jersey is. And then when you finish the episode, you can see if you were right.
Yeah.
You will be.
All right, so let's start this off with the match mood that I have written for FC Dallas. It says, yikes.
Moving on. Let's move on to match moves at Minnesota United. So, y'all, if you've been listening, you know that Mike and I love a Minnesota away trip. It's where I grew up. I love being in the city. We've had some really good times. The atmosphere amongst the loons is really wonderful.
Yeah, the vibes are right. Everybody's so kind the whole time. Like, it's such a great trip.
Yeah. And this time we opted to do an away trip a little differently. Our supporters, traveling supporters, friends are incredible, and they keep the party going, and they are, unfortunately for me, with bad eyes, always put too far away from the field. And I have, because of how important this game was, I really wanted to see it. I wanted to be able to use my eyes to see what was happening on the field. So Mike was amazing and got us tickets 3 rows behind the visitor bench. So 3 rows behind our boys. And I could actually see what was going on, which for me, I don't know, maybe some of y'all with legal blindness can relate, but it was really nice to when there were fouls, I could be accurately mad or accurately feel lucky about cards that were or were not given. When things happen, I could see them. And so the other cool thing is that we could still hear the band.
Yeah.
Our band.
Yeah, the Austin traveling support was so loud in the stadium and so constant and so amazing. And it's skipping ahead in the timeline of the match a little bit, but this feels like the right time to bring it up. Our seat neighbor, who was a Minnesota United fan, played professionally in Liga MX second division for Alicante FC. And he 4 or 5 times leaned over to us to be like, that's how to do it.
Yeah.
They haven't stopped the whole time. It fills me with so much love, and it makes me think of when I played, because that's how the Mexican fans do it where I'm from. That's what, as a player, motivated me the most. That is just so cool. And he was just so full of praise the whole time for the supporters group and the traveling fans bringing the ruckus the way that they did. So.
Yeah, he at halftime, because he was with someone else, another Minnesota United supporter, and he made them switch seats so that he could be next to Mike and talk about, because he was talking about the band over his seat neighbor. And so he clearly asked to switch so that he could talk about it. And I did think it was cool that he was talking about how motivating it was as a player that they never sit down. They never stop.
Yeah.
And
I think that was really reinforcing, what we've heard from other players in the past, right?
Yep. And the fact that he recognized so many of the songs was also really fun. And another seat neighbor in front of us and diagonally was also like, he could not help himself from singing along. And he kept trying to shoehorn Minnesota into like ATX moments of the chants. And he was just like, he clearly was so caught up in the songs that like, he couldn't stop himself from also singing.
I mean, it helped him, I think, that we were singing all of the songs from our seats right behind the bench as much as it didn't feel too awkward and too much like we were ruining everyone else's time.
Exactly. We were respectful and supportive.
Yeah, it was a weird balance because normally when we go on these away trips, it's, full 90. We're going to sing the whole time. We're going to be as loud as possible. But like, there were 2 other people in our section wearing Austin FC gear in an otherwise fully sold out section.
Yep.
And then there were 2 people across the aisle from us.
2 random people.
Yeah. And then there was like a bunch of player families.
Oh, I thought that's who you were talking about. I thought you were talking about John Gallagher's parents, as there 2 people, and because they were in the section next to us.
Yes. But no, they were further down from the other 2 randos in the Austin FC.
Wow,
shirts.
randos.
Well, I mean, I didn't catch their names. Did you?
No.
All right then. So yeah, shout out other Austin traveling randos who sat close to the field with us so that we could all see.
BHI had a lot of family there. Gally's parents were up there, and it was just really, it was a different experience, but it was so cool to feel connected to the supporters through the music. And it was just, I mean, it was appreciated by not just us, but by Minnesota fans too. And I loved that.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I did like when the guy next to you was like, "That's Pepas. They're playing Pepas."
Yeah.
Like the horns cut through so good.
Yeah, everything carried, like the sound carried so well across the rest of the stadium, and that was really neat.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess let's back it up.
Yeah, let's start from the top in warm-ups, which I think this is probably the closest we've ever been to the warm-ups.
Yes, absolutely.
And getting to watch the players' faces during this is just such a joy.
They have so much fun. And it's like, it's cool to see them having fun because this is serious and this is competitive and it is important. But like, it's also, you imagine like this is the thing that they've dedicated their life to. If they're not having fun, there's something wrong.
Yeah, you could tell though that like the mentality was right for the moment.
Yes.
Like they were focused. They were being fun, but they were focused on like challenging themselves to warm up in a way that like was not we're just messing around.
Yeah.
But also they were definitely messing around sometimes.
So we were watching specifically our subgroup warm up, and it was a little circle like one touch pass game, and all-star Guillermo Biru is very good.
Yeah. The touches that they were doing, like they would challenge each other to do the same touch around the circle, and so like Guillermo was just so much more creative than any of the other players.
He used his butt. He turned around, he used his little butt to bump the ball, and then CJ had to do it, and he did.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really cute and fun. They were having a good time.
Yeah.
And like just the way that they were challenging themselves to find creative touches was really cool to see in a like, oh, we're fostering creativity, we're having fun, we're getting warmed up all at the same time.
Yes.
And I think you see that carry on, especially with CJ later in the match.
Spoilers. There was a lot of also appreciation for the traveling fans in the warm-ups.
Yeah.
A lot of like Ilie especially did a lot of clapping towards the away section. Brad, as always, like the first thing he did when he touched the pitch was go over to our fans on the way to the goal. Like there was just a lot of clear appreciation for the in-person support.
Yeah, and like even in our section, our pockets of couples who were there. We were all yelling for the boys when they were coming off the pitch after warm-ups, and Ilya like made eye contact with all of the groups to like say thank you. And it was just really cool to know that they knew they had support throughout the whole stadium.
Yep. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. And then the game started.
And it got even cooler.
Something that jumped out right away for me during the game was just how good Danny and Owen were on the night. They like unrelenting in their drive to like lead the team to victory. And these two young kids that we've watched grow up in front of us, it was just so sick.
I couldn't I mean, we've talked a lot about Owen and how remarkable he's been this year. Like next level playing, next level. But gosh, I was watching Danny last night and the hustle in that kid. Like there was not a single second. I know you talk a lot about there's always kind of one moment, and I'm sure there was, but like, you know, well, maybe when he made the foul that probably should have gotten him right. But like, he was hustling. I don't know if I've ever seen him push that hard.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was a great game for both of them.
It might also be proximity for me, like the angle and the being low to the pitch. You know, we've talked about this before. The higher angles make everything look slower. And being just like in the middle of it,
it really lets you know how fast the players are moving. Like when we go to away matches, it can be hard sometimes to like have the same perspective of speed, because we sit pretty close in our home seats. But
the angle, though, we're looking down the pitch, not...
Right. Well, I was going to say that, like, just the distance between us and the field was about the same.
Yes.
But, like, we can see almost the whole pitch from our corner in 107, as opposed to where we were kind of in the middle of the field. You had to, like, turn your head both ways to watch the action happening. And I think it, like, really drives home how fast these guys are.
Yeah. And I mean, I was having some trouble, like, as it went to the corners, like, trying to see around people. And, like, I had to do that a lot when it, like, went to different ends of the field. Like, I felt like I worked out, you know, instead of in our seats at Q2, like, just getting to kind of take it all in.
Yeah. It was a very cool perspective to get. Highly recommend. Especially on an away trip, like if you need that additional like or different experience to be able to see the game a little bit better, like some of these stadiums, those prices are not at all what they are at Q2.
Right.
Even for this Minnesota game, it was much more affordable to sit in those seats than it would have been in comparable seats at Q2.
Correct.
So like.
And like there's no Lexus Club perks or whatever for them, but even the non-Lexus Club or formerly Captain Morgan Club. Do we have a name for that yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't seen one.
I haven't either. It made me think.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a whole season.
Field Club.
But yeah,
no,
even like
the Field Club's different.
It's another thing entirely. But yeah, like, you know, even the comparable non-club seats are way more expensive.
Yeah. And so just a thing to keep in mind if you are thinking about going on a traveling trip, but you are maybe not someone who wants to be in the like rowdy supporter section atmosphere, or you're someone who can't do all those stairs, or you're someone who can't see the game as clearly, like,
hey,
you can still go to an away game and have a really good time sitting anywhere else in the stadium as
Everyone in our section, like, and I know this is possibly a uniquely Minnesota thing, but I bet you would find it at more stadiums than not.
Yeah.
Is like people are there because they love the sport. And like they are excited about soccer, and there were bad calls, and there was anger, and there was booing, and there was yelling, and there was taunting me and Mike, but there was never any like ill meaning.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of one of the extra time periods, I like got up. I had to go to the restroom, and this lady started just booing me, and she said, "Stay out." And then I came back, and she was like, "You know I'm kidding, right?"
That's so
like,
Minnesota.
Yeah, no, I know you're joking. Like,
That's like when we got on the train after the game. This is very kind young woman looked up at us and goes, "I want to say something funny."
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh, okay."
Mike said, "Say something mean instead. It'll make you feel better."
And she goes, "Who let these guys in here?" And like gave us this like glower. And then she was like, I'm just kidding.
It's so funny. But yeah, like being in, and I know there are some stadiums where that is not recommended, right? But like, you know, the soccer fans are cool folks for the most part. And it was just a really cool experience.
Yeah. The vibe was great. The play on the field was crazy.
Yeah. Hey, can we back up a little bit to before the match started?
Sure.
We're all out of order. I said we were just going to wing this, and I didn't need notes. I probably should have taken notes, but it's fine. They're getting the full experience on this podcast today.
Yeah, this is my wife.
Hello. So we, as mentioned, had 16 hours in Minnesota, and so we packed quite lightly. And I was like, "What am I gonna wear to the game tonight?" And I was like, "I want to wear my jersey. I want to wear my like green Austin FC jersey." And I was like, "You know what I want to wear? I want to wear my Cascante jersey because I love Julio and I think he's great. And it's the only one I have."
With a name on it, yeah.
Well, I mean, and it's also like I have the OG, but everything. Like I wanted to wear, I like the fit of my Cascante jersey, you know? It's just like the one. I didn't want to wear minty. I didn't want to wear, anyway. I put it on. And I was like, it might be a little silly that I'm sitting here in a Cascante jersey and like he's maybe on the bench. But then we showed up and got the lineup. And Mike, have you ever seen me that gloaty in my whole life?
Yes.
Oh.
Most of the time when something goes your way, that's about as gloaty as you are. I don't think maybe you're learning something.
Wow.
It was not out of the ordinary is all I'm saying.
Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, Julio was on that lineup and everyone was, you know, having feelings about it. And I also was having feelings about it. I was so excited and really just like stoked to see a new lineup. I know this is Landon and Jeremiah's lane. I told them to stay out of mine last time, so I'm going to stay out of theirs. But it was cool to see something fresh and new in our lineup.
Yeah.
And then the game happened, and we can talk about that. I just want to talk about like the fact that I manifested Julio on the starting 11.
You didn't want to talk about the picture you posted to your story of you wearing your jersey?
The saying I just manifested this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the response that you got.
Yeah,
later
Julio
that
was
night.
very excited about it. So it's fine. I'm doing good work here. Anyway.
Yeah. So, Steph, what was your prevailing emotion about the game?
Stress.
Go on.
I was so tense the whole time. Even when we scored first, I was so tense because I just wanted us to win so badly, and I was having so much fun that I don't think I breathed for 120 minutes.
Yeah. The entire game she's sitting next to me. I don't feel good.
My tummy hurts.
I don't like this.
I mean, I said stress. Yeah, I was telling the truth. What was yours?
So I like a lot of people. I saw the lineup and I thought, okay. And then like friends started texting me, asking me to put a positive spin on it, which honestly really helped me because I was hunting for one. And so it helped motivate me to find one for myself. And by the time the game kicked off, I was like, oh, well, obviously we're winning this. And so as, the intensity of the match kind of ratcheted up a little bit right at the very beginning, and there were some spicy calls and some spicy no calls and some fortunate bounces our way and then some less fortunate ones our way. It felt like, oh no, this is going to be a hard game.
Yeah.
And then Buka scored in they were like right before the half, and it was like the perfect time to score a goal to like demoralize the opponent. And so I was feeling like, oh, thank God, like we might do this.
Yeah.
And like it did not get easier from there though.
No. It was a roller coaster. I will say that like I think what we talked about in the second half was that you were nervous about a shootout between Dane St. Clair and Brad Stuver. I wasn't actually nervous about it until the second OT. Because like I was starting to think about it.
Sure.
Like I didn't really let myself think about it because I was trying to protect Ron and Leanne from having. I have learned my lesson. I no longer wish for shootouts. So when we got into that second 15 minutes, though, I was thinking about like, oh my gosh, is there anyone worse in MLS to have to go up against for penalty kicks?
Yeah. Brad Stuver.
Well, no, that's what I mean.
Like the other team having a Brad Stuver is the only time that I would be afraid of a penalty kick. I think, and I've said this before, that we have a distinct advantage in penalty shootouts because our best player gets to be involved 5 times.
Right. Yes.
And I think no other team is as lucky as we are to have a goalkeeper with the profile and the shot stopping and the drive to do that as Brad is.
Yeah.
And so like when you were nervous about Dane versus Brad, I was excited.
Sure. No, and that's totally fair. I just think like any other non-Brad keeper in the league.
Sure.
And Dane is the scariest one.
Okay.
Like that's what I was thinking. Like this is going to be a scary shootout. He was just going to be, but we didn't have to do it. I want to talk about a couple key moments, non-goals.
Yeah.
Non-goal key moments where you screamed the loudest.
Where I screamed the loudest.
Yes. You know mine, so I'll say them after yours.
Well, okay, so I won't say the obvious one then.
Right.
But I will say there were a couple of Brad Stuver saves that just, I mean, we see it so often that I think we forget how incredible he is.
Yeah.
And this was just another night where that was true, and
I don't forget, for the record, how incredible Brett is. But
I don't know. Like, I think
your collective we is,
I think even us, we tend to think, oh, he's got that. Like more often than maybe we should.
Sure.
Because we've been trained that like, oh no, he's got this.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think
there was one Brad save particularly when it was like really tight in the stage right corner of the goalpost. I don't know.
Against their home support against the Wonderwall there.
Yeah, but like on the right side, if you are Brad,
yes,
on Brad's right, really tucked in the corner, there was like one save that like big yells.
Yes.
Okay, my favorite moment of the match, my favorite non-goal moment of the match, that was similarly to yours, only a non-goal because of the heroics of leading Austin FC center back Julio Cascante.
Leading in age. Is that what you mean?
I can't believe you just said that.
I just
wow. That's only because Djordjevic is 12.
Leading in what way?
But he looks older than Julio. Leading in my heart.
Okay.
So I don't know who anyone is except our players, but who made the break?
I believe this was Bungie Longwane.
Oh, scarier because like, geez,
Fast.
that's that's scarier than I even initially thought. Oh my god. It's in my story if you want to rewatch it right now. The caption says, "Let me know when they can make tattoos of videos." It's so Longwane gets it in the middle of the field and there is no one. And for as much as I love Julio, he is not fast enough to catch anyone.
But especially not one of the fastest wingers in the league.
Like that was a guaranteed goal.
Yeah.
So Julio had to either get a red card or do whatever it was that he did there. And I defy the laws of physics, but it was I
was so impressed with how high he jumped
and how fast he got up after falling down
and how high he got his leg up
and how it kicked the ball.
Yeah, those are the three parts that needed to work exactly right, or that was a goal.
It was like, this is why this man is a professional soccer player and plays for his country. Like, that's the skill that, like, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, I was yelling.
Yeah, that to me cemented, we're gonna win, because like that felt like Team of Destiny stuff.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I know we've talked a lot about this cup run because of coming back, because of like when we moved our seats to go sit with Landon, and like there have been so many moments of like, no, this feels destined to happen, right? That San Jose game was crazy, and then like moments like that, this guy who's been sent to the bench because of the other players on the team like outperforming him, getting a moment like this to shine in like arguably the most crucial moment of the season, and he nails it. Like, this is the stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And then we get more of it, like, with the goals.
Julio had a great game. Oh, and yes.
Yeah, I mean, like Julio sets up that first goal.
Yes.
With the headed clearance to Owen, who makes that unreal.
Don't I know it? And didn't I yell a lot about it in our group text? And to Jessica. She said, when I texted her, I texted our friend, Dr. Jessica Luther, did you see who started that goal? And she said, how many people did you text this to?
Wow. Called you out.
I know, but it was only one group chat and her. So. I guess technically there are like, I don't know, 100 people in that group chat, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't count.
Let's fast forward to the goals.
Yeah.
Because I know you were trying to transition earlier and I sidelined you.
Yeah, so let's talk about the goal Cellies here. We get that incredible assist from Owen to Buka out wide, who drives in and nutmegs Dane Sinclair. And oh my God, this ball from where we were sitting, we had no idea if it was happening. We have no idea if the goal was happening. I was like, oh my God, what a header from Julio. Oh my God, what a pass. Oh, Buka's so fast. Oh,
Dane saved it.
Oh, and I started screaming in the section, and because it's an away game, it was only me and Steph and two other people in our section who were like yelling. So I was like, am I wrong?
Right.
Did this not go in? Like what?
And it was such a like almost save that it was right over the line.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was so much. Steph,
I guess, gosh. Oh, that's so like amazing for us, but sad for such an incredible keeper. Both of those goals were his fault.
Yeah.
Oh man, poor Dane. I really like him. I'm glad he messed up. And I hadn't put together before. I had put together that like the second goal was entirely his fault.
And to be fair, the first goal is not entirely his fault. That is like the play broke down way before that, but that's
yes, but like ultimately,
that's
yes.
Landon's job. We won't get into that, but what we will get into is Buka's goal celebration.
Yes, so he does like this run with his arms kind of like pumping around, and then he does a knee slide with his hand to his ear, pointing to the crowd, possibly his arms outstretched, and then he does a somersault.
Yeah,
you know how much I love a somersault. I'm gonna give this 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, somersault clinched it. We know we can't flip, so
It's
this
true.
is the next best thing.
It's true. No, that's fair. And it's so good. It's such a good goal, Celly. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I'll match you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll match you.
Yeah, and then I think we're gonna agree on this next goal, Celly.
Yeah. So in the 120th plus 1 minute, a ball is played out by Diego Rubio to Gallagher way out on the wing, who like finds himself in space and is able to deliver a perfect cross to Mirto Azuni, who heads a ball down, and somehow Dane St. Clair makes the save on this first shot.
Yep,
which is crazy good.
Yes, but not quite good enough because, and you kind of clocked this, that he maybe tried to hold on to the ball, but he just batted it straight down into the foot of CJ Faudré,
who still had a ton of work to do to get over the top of the ball with his foot and drive it down into the ground and into the goal. And CJ tears his shirt off, screaming, whips it into the air, does a knee slide into a bum slide. He's pointing at Minnesota United fans like, let's go. I did this to you. Like, it's so intense. It's so awesome.
Shirt off, yellow card is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh, we don't agree. The bylaws of Swoon Tower state that I'll never give a 10 out of 10 unless it's a flip. This
Are we going to give it a 9.9? Get out. You're such a brat.
I've got a code, Stephanie.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, it's a 9.99. This is the best goal Celly I've ever given.
You're a menace. Let's take an ad break. Swoon Tower Soccer is brought to you by our friends at FVF Law, the official injury lawyers of Austin FC.
FVF is a different kind of personal injury law firm dedicated to community, transparency, and client education. And they have their own podcast called Summary Judgment. Check it out wherever you get your podcasts.
You can go to FVF.law to find out what makes FVF a different kind of injury law firm and why understanding your legal options can dramatically change the outcome of a case. Once again, that's FVF.law.
Stephanie, the only thing tastier than this week's Open Cup win
is St. Plain hot sauce?
Is putting that jalapeno crunch on everything I eat.
I was so glad Landon tried it.
Me too.
And
what a great, it makes me feel like I like good tasting things.
Because you trust Landon's judgment?
Yeah.
I like that.
If you want to find out if you trust my judgment and Landon's judgment, you should go to stplainhotsauce.com.
You shouldn't trust my food judgment, but in this case, trust me.
Yeah.
Our premier sponsor is McGuire Woods Consulting, helping clients in the public affairs space from lobbying at the local, statewide, and federal levels to digital and communications campaigns across the country.
McGuire Woods Consulting has offices in 10 MLS cities, but only advertises on this podcast because we're
going to the Open Cup finals.
Yeah. And I was going to say we're a team of destiny, and we're going to the Open Cup final. Contact our friends at McGuire Woods Consulting at mwcllc.com for more information.
All right. So we've got a few social media things to talk about for this week. I mean, the picture that the club caught after the game with the away fans in the background, Gally still doing his signature arms down, cranky face, Julio like smiling into Gally's neck, Brad just over the moon, the little boys in front hugging each other. It was just, and then the plane picture,
yeah,
which
Getting double picture, but everyone wearing clothes. How do you feel about?
Oh, I'm joyful.
Okay.
I don't need to like see their bodies to love them, and I know that might be a hot take.
No, I think that's great. I just wasn't sure how you were feeling.
Yeah.
There's so many smiles in both of these pictures that like I am completely content.
Yeah. The only thing I'm not content with is the fact that Brad wasn't in the plane picture. Do
Yeah.
you think he was A, in the bathroom, or B, in the cockpit?
Or are these his feet in the bottom left of this picture with the 2 boxes of peanut M&Ms? Is Brad a 2 boxes of peanut M&Ms guy?
We will find out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him on Friday night. But that's a great clock.
Just, like we got a bunch of dudes on the plane waiting. Where's Brad?
Yeah, where's Brad? We also got a really cute picture from a bunch of the away supporters who were on the same flight coming back to Austin this afternoon, and that was really cute.
Oh yeah, tag yourself in that picture. Who are you?
Oh, I am Capricia because she looks delirious. She's smiling, she's happy, but she is a little out of it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair tag. I am going to tag myself as my friend David, who is so excited to be in the picture and so trying to figure out how to stand right because the overhead compartments get in the way.
Yeah, that's you always.
And I'm really bad at that. And so David, I feel you.
Yeah.
Same.
We got some really good social media just from the club. We got some cute interviews after the match. CJ, unintelligible.
Oh, he's so sweet. He's just so excited.
No thoughts, just vibes.
But also he has had the best week of his life.
Jeez,
professionally.
Right? There can't be anything that tops this week for him.
Oh yeah, I two game winners in the last gasps of a match.
Yep.
And both of them important games, and both of them as a sub after a whole season of working so hard to get this.
So hard.
And
you know who called that out?
Who?
It was Brendan Vasquez.
Yes.
Who made a whole post about game winner.
Yeah.
Our game winner, CJ, or something like that. And it was just sweet to see him sharing out stories. Must be so hard.
Yeah, I love that Brandon's still super plugged in on the team,
yep.
right?
So vocal.
He might be posting more off the team than he was when he was just playing.
I think that's fair, probably because he's watching and reposting. Yeah. Obviously lots of reposts from the players, some story responses from some players to some fans who wore their jersey, so, just so much joy.
Yes.
Right? We can't even start to pinpoint all of them, but there was one very cute picture with Biru and Ilie where they were dancing, doing a little dip.
Yeah, it was either a dip or a wrestling move or something. It was just so cute.
Yep.
And these boys just have so much love for each other, and it's so fun. And yeah,
so, speaking of fun,
yeah,
Alistair McAllister called the end of this game. CJ's goal.
What I wouldn't give for the audio track from Scotland from McAllister's studio. I know I don't have the BBC, and so I can't get the whole games, but the clips that I see on social media are just what a joy. They
so
must
unbiased.
be so lucky in Scotland to be able to watch an announcer so unbiased and so clever. Wow.
How lucky they are.
Right? Speaking of lucky, this was something that we didn't get to cover last week, which, by the way, I am very sorry. I am a migraine sufferer, and was like completely laid out for 2 full days straight. And so we could not record Swoon Tower last week, but we would be terrible at our jobs if we didn't talk about Taco Monday at maybe Jean's house.
Yeah, those boys make good tacos.
Yeah, they looked legit and like good for them.
Yeah.
Because so many times you get a bunch of young dumb boys together and the
they're
tacos are
crunching
trash.
on hard shell.
Right, hard shell tacos and like lettuce.
Yeah.
And like it looks like an old El Paso commercial or something, and like a paste picante or whatever. Like, but these are legit. And they really. It looks like the meat was cooked right too.
I mean, I don't want to be vile here, but these boys know their meat.
Moving on. One of the things that we did do when we recovered, and by we, I mean I recovered from having a migraine, was Monday night. Bradley Scott Stuver, king of our hearts, king of good men, did a recording of a live podcast with Progress Texas and Landon Cottom, our Moon Tower dad, along with Chris Moser. And the show was great. It talked about the intersection of politics and soccer and the idea that everything we do, especially now, is political, and how to reconcile those things in a world that sometimes makes you feel bad for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so definitely keep an eye on Progress Texas's podcast feed for that interview. It's fantastic. The vibe was great at the event. It was just a really good time.
Yes.
He did tell you, Stephanie, that he knows the word no, Brad Stuber.
I know.
But he did it by saying yes.
I mean, I asked straight up, like, I struggle with saying no to things because, like, there are so many things that are important for me to be present at and like part of. And I know that I am overtaxed and that it is hard sometimes. And this week alone, he had the game on Saturday night, the event on Monday night, game on Wednesday night, an event on Friday night, game on Sunday night. And like, I'm worried.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I want to make sure he is also taking care of himself, because like someone like that, it's never going to be the game that suffers. It's never going to be his advocacy that suffers. It's never going to be his school that suffers. It's going to be his like long-term mental health.
Yeah.
Like speaking from
from experience.
From
Are you
experience.
projecting maybe?
Yeah, maybe. So I don't know. I'll do a little check-in.
When will you do that check-in?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. On Friday night, because he is going to be at Hop Squad starting at 6:30, and this is for the benefit for the Bobby Jones Chiari Sringomyelia. Did I do it?
You did.
Let's go. Ehlers-Danlos, etc. Funding research for that organization, and there's a cornhole tournament, which Mike told me this morning that he had signed us up for.
Yep.
I didn't know.
We're bad at it, so hopefully
so
you
bad.
get us in the first round.
I can't even blame the disease I have that the benefit is for on being bad at cornhole.
Yeah, no, this is just she's not good at throwing.
Bad at it.
Yeah, I'm not much better. And so what we are good at is going out and supporting causes that we care about. And so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be buying raffle tickets and hoping to win prizes and hanging out with our friends. And
Are you going to try to win the arcade?
I am not going to try to win the arcade machine this year. It is a Cruisin' USA machine.
And
so
hate
it has a No, I love it. It's such a good game. But it has a steering wheel, and it's a very cool setup. But you already bought me a race car for my Christmas present last year.
Yep.
And I would feel really bad bringing home another
because how often have you used the one you have?
Twice.
Okay. Well, there are good news. There are tons of other things available for raffle. It's just a really great event. It's super fun. Ron and Leanne are going to be there. the final of the cornhole tournament is playing against Brad and Ron, who are very good.
Brad Stuver and Dad Stuver are incredible cornhole players.
Yeah.
So, like, if you make the final of this, don't lose focus.
Yeah.
You know, like, just like the boys on October 1st, you're going to have to be locked in the whole time.
They've never lost.
I've never seen them lose.
Yeah. So it's a great event. If you are feeling tapped out this week from so many things, first of all, imagine how Bradley Scott Stuver feels.
Don't do that.
No. Second of all, you can support this benefit with your money. So do that.
Yeah, there are QR codes and stuff. We will link the image in our show notes for you to be able to donate your money.
Oh, also wear your Verde prom best.
That's right. It is a Verde homecoming theme.
Oh yeah, homecoming.
And so come dressed in your Verde best formal wear or a crazy outfit. Brad Stuver will be judging your fashion choices.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm in trouble. Oh, it doesn't matter what I wear tomorrow. I'm going to get roasted.
Yeah, so think about that.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh, everything that I've done is coming back to haunt me.
Nice and loud into the microphone.
Everything that I've done is coming back to haunt me.
Yeah, same. I'm very nervous for that part of this.
Oh my God, I didn't know.
So, listeners, if you aren't doing anything on Friday night,
tonight, if you're listening when this comes
that's
out
right.
live,
or if you're doing something that isn't as much fun as this cornhole event, you should come out to this instead.
Yeah.
You can tell whoever you have plans with that you are sick. I approve.
All right, let's wrap this up with the man of my jersey. Did you all guess? It's Julio Cascante.
What?
We did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he has not started for Austin FC in such a long time. And he came out so hot. And I don't mean because he's a very nice looking man. I mean because he put his whole body on the line. And as a defender, this is someone that I think like he is getting good attention on social media, which is nice. The club shared out that insane save. But like this is someone who is not going to get man of the match ever. This is someone who is not like people are going to look at Buka. Obviously, people are going to look at Owen. People are going to look at CJ. People are going to look at Brad. Like they're going to call those highlights of the match, and rightfully so. And I think that Julio really deserves some flowers this week.
Yeah, he was awesome. It was really great.
Yeah.
And that's a cool man of the match.
Yeah. The man of my jersey.
That's right.
And he's literally the man of my jersey. Wild. Okay. Hey, if you like this show, tell your friends.
Yeah. Rate it 5 stars on whatever app you're listening to it on.
Tell us who's the man of your jersey.
Yeah. Tell us which of your friends' moms you told the show to.
Great question.
Yeah.
All right.
And leave a review with all of that information.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
We love you.
Also, before we go, if you donated to the Chiari benefit before today, Friday, and you are at the benefit, remind us because we have stickers for you especially.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Goodbye.